I'm Stacy Holmes, and this is Glordinary, a few moments where we celebrate God's glory and champion the ordinary. I'm glad you're here. Summer is winding down, my friend. I know, it's a little bit of a get behind me Satan kind of statement, right? Yet here we are, the final countdown. Da-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. I know, you can't say the final countdown and not hear the background music with it. It had to be done. And if you're anything like me, once we hit mid to late July, all my end of summer spidey senses start kicking in. I'm planning and replanning all the possible summer fun that we can juice out of this sucker before the long, cold, gray season that we call Michigan is upon us. Okay, that's a tad dramatic because I really am a die-hard Four Seasons girl, but there's just something about summer. The different pace, the change in schedule, the lack of long underwear, the blessed sunshine and bright blue skies. Yes, it seems the closer to summer's end, the crazier my mind goes into overdrive. I gotta cram in everything, even those everythings that I don't even like. I'm looking at you, Lake Michigan. When I reach this spot, I tend to overestimate what I can get done in a day. Suddenly, every summer scenario that I have ever envisioned gets shoved into one day. All the fun, all the places, all the extras. Books, berry picking, beach, gross but obligatory, zoo, zip lines, sleepovers, s'mores, fudge pops, frozen Coke slushies. It's too much. But yet, summer is ending. No! Oh yes, summer goes too fast. By rough estimates, nearly 100% of people surveyed suggest summer is going too fast. Okay, there was no survey. I'm just going by what literally every single person has said to me this summer, including my dental hygienist while she flossed my teeth this morning. Why is that? Well, I have a theory. It comes from 12 years of homeschooling, and it's this. I overestimate what I can do in a day, but likewise, I underestimate what's developed in a season. No need to pause. I'm going to say it again. I overestimate what I can do in a day and underestimate what's developed in a season. So let's take a few weeks and unpack this a bit with a new series based on Luke 24:45, which says, "Then he opened their minds so they could understand the scriptures." We'll talk about this over-under theory and work-life balance. Oh yes, that blessed balancing act that none of us seemingly do well. And if we're talking about balance, we probably need to circle back to our non-negotiables. We can't exactly prioritize when we try to go all in on everything, right? Of course, it's hard to accomplish our to-dos when we're constantly interrupted. So how do we handle interruptions? Because some days there's about 0% chance of success. Yep, there are going to be some great new conversations as we say goodbye summer and hello fall. Pumpkin spice drinks optional. But before we start those chats, let me first tell you about what I've actually been up to this summer. Glordinary is growing, and some of that growth is tangible as we reached our 28th country, hello Singapore, and 44th U.S. state, and some of that growth is positional, as in steps of faith for future growth. So after many forums and meetings with the lawyer, my work is done. Well, my part is done at least. Glordinary is officially in the trademark process, which takes about a year or a year and a half, moving at the speed of government. Trademarking allows Glordinary to stay Glordinary without a counterfeit or anyone else attempting to put their spin on it. Glordinary will continue to glimpse God's glory in the ordinary of our lives, to ask meaningful questions, invite reflection, and champion the ordinary. Ordinary people doing ordinary things, all the while speaking God's truth. We'll continue to put one foot in front of the other in our long obedience in the same direction, as the late theologian Eugene Peterson wrote. In short, trademarking will ensure that Glordinary stays Glordinary. In addition, we're in the process of legally becoming a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 if you just love IRS tax codes. This will allow you, my dear friend, to invest into the Glordinary message. Incorporating also provides me with the desired structure of an advisory board of directors. There's so much legalese language, but it will surround me with accountability and counsel. I'm a firm believer that accountability, it's good for everyone, and I'm so grateful for the team that will be surrounding this Glordinary podcast. And speaking of the podcast, my husband John and I have invested in new software. Moving forward, this allows us to increase our audio quality for remote Glordinary guest interviews. I'm extremely excited about this. It's kind of like a play date for me, and I think you'll be excited too. Not to mention your favorite episodes to date were my conversations with my dear friend Becky Niemeyer. I'm not surprised. However, that data proved my working theory. Everyone loves them a good conversation. So we'll keep those good times rolling with some new guests as John and I continue working with the user interface of our new software toys. I'll continue with my short weekly conversations, but we'll sprinkle in some Glordinary guests too. So yes, while summer is definitely winding down, I gotta stop saying that. I want to take a moment though to say thank you. You graciously allow me in your ears week after week, and I'm so thankful, more than 7,000 times thankful. So here's to the final countdown of summer, the final beach days, barbecues, picnics, and late night fun. Goodbye fireflies, hello football. Whatever this summer has brought, and whatever this fall will bring, let's walk it together. Remember, you're not alone in this. I'm praying for you, friend. Have a Glordinary day.